Will XRP versus SEC eventually end in the next days? The SEC recently startled everyone. We will hear from the lawyer for Ripple. We will discuss the current state of affairs. We will briefly discuss Japan and XRP, not to mention the state of the cryptocurrency market right now. Many people are becoming less religious. I've previously seen some videos. Faith is eroding. We'll discuss briefly how this occurs each and every cycle, and each time there is an upward trend. After 2 or 3 months, we always have this slump of, I'm losing hope. I'm liquidating my possessions. Crypto has ended. Then what? People return when the market heats up once more. Will that recur, I wonder? The million, billion, or trillion-dollar question is that one. We'll attempt to respond to that on the cryptocurrency market. That's all I ask of you? To send forth those positive thoughts, you give me a lovely smile. Since likes are free, Smishity slams the like button. For certain indicators that are available for free, some people do not wish to charge you. For trading groups that you can most likely complete on your own, some people want to charge you. I only ask that you hit the like button and grin gorgeously. That's all. Let's get started. Right now, XRP is up 1.8% for the day at $2.21. In fact, XRP spiked up here all of a sudden. No, nothing like news. A small amount of resistance that had been at the 219 level was abruptly broken by XRP. At the 219 level, you can see that it was touched once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and 5 times. It broke out there and is currently forming this short-term short, which could be a bullish pennant. Again, this is only temporary. It may have been broken out or broken to the top by the time you view this. Sunday Fun Day is always a highly challenging day due to the low volume, low liquidity, and several breakouts or fakeouts. Therefore, it will be fascinating to observe. Bitcoin is at 105,464, so you can see if there is any momentum here. Thus, there was no breakout. That breakout did not occur in Ethereum. That breakout didn't happen to Solana. As you can see, Cardano didn't have that breakout every time it moved in the same way. Thus, it appears to be an XRP. Where is H-bar? Let's see. Perhaps an H-bar? No, they all traded in the same way and didn't have the breakout. However, it's fascinating to see that XRP is trading slightly differently today. After being somewhat disappointing over the last several days, is that an indication that XRP is about to wake up a bit? The sell-off that occurred on Thursday was not fully recovered. We are now essentially back to where we were on Wednesday and Thursday when we witnessed the Trump-Elon retreat. Or perhaps you could say that it was the lack of news regarding China. We've already discussed that in ASIUM, but they pulled the market back. It will be intriguing to observe the market's future trajectory. As in, I just watched a video released by Crypto's RRs. Every Bitcoin cycle, this occurs. Don't give up then. Correct. It might be because Bitcoin sort of stalled in its tracks, in my opinion. The fact that there were no coins, is another reason why we didn't see a new high. Alts require retail. Crypto is currently unimportant to retail. Not at all. The YouTube views show that it's declining overall. You're watching then. I'm grateful for that. It's down, but you're still here, right? And it's not only XRP that might say, oh, XRP videos are down because, a lot of these channels are promising XRP to 100 and XRP is about to explode and XRP is about to this and that. But that hasn't really happened yet. It didn't happen, but perhaps it will. You may say that people are losing hope. However, the similar drop is being observed in Bitcoin channels. In other words, Bitcoin is really near to its peak. But listen, the majority of the money that comes in from the majority of viewers will go to altcoins because people believe that they have the most potential, and that's what makes them so alluring. Bitcoin isn't all that attractive. Additionally, they currently lack the funds to purchase out. Since TradeFine investors are purchasing ETFs, the next hurdle is the face Bitcoin pump, albeit I'm not sure if that is accurate. ETFs are being purchased by large institutions. Bitcoin is being purchased by large corporations. However, there isn't any liquidity anymore, correct? The current state of affairs notwithstanding, a breakthrough is still possible. Might make the news. On Wednesday of this week, we may obtain the CPI. On Monday, Trump and China may give us something. People are still exercising caution, but there is a good chance that this week may finally see a breakout. As you recall, if you saw the video yesterday, Carl Moon stated that Monday would mark the start of the huge cryptocurrency explosion. On the other hand, he believes that if Ethereum is unable to overcome this rising barrier, it has a good possibility of dropping to 2,200. He tweets on Monday, so it's on the one hand. Huge movement at the beginning, but he's covering his behind because, well, he's not sure what's going to happen. You can post those items on Twitter. Yes, it will take place on Monday, but he is unsure of the outcome of the China discussion. He has no idea what will happen with the CPI on Wednesday. Therefore, everyone who claims to predict what will happen this week is trying to sell you snake oil because they are ignorant. They are unsure about the precise course of events. Numerous factors influence the cryptocurrency market on a daily and weekly basis. For this reason, I make an effort to provide you with as many viewpoints and news sources as possible, as this will help you develop a deeper comprehension of the market and possibly aid in your decision-making. Trading in the short, medium, and long terms involves completely distinct situations and attitudes, and you become a much better investor if you realize it. It's crucial to keep that in mind. Now, before we go any farther, I simply wanted to remind you that I would never message you on social media to ask you to send me money or join up for anything. They are con artists. Be extremely cautious out there, please. Avoid scanning anything. Send nothing. Don't enter your details. Nothing. All right, be extremely cautious when you're out there. Additionally, keep in mind that this is not financial advice. It is merely amusement. Before making an investment decision, you should always conduct your own research. Never be told to hold, sell, or acquire that. It's crucial to keep in mind. The current state of affairs with the SEC is intriguing. The SEC approved the Nasdaq Crypto US Settlement Price Index on June 7th. Nick, I don't want to include just Cardano, XLM, and XRP as a June 2nd alpha since I'm not sure how to say that. In the upcoming weeks, a lot of cryptocurrency ETFs should be validated on this alpha. As a result, in addition to Bitcoin and Ethereum, there are other digital assets that are included in this scenario, which acts as a baseline for the trust. So, if at first this was only Ethereum and Bitcoin, they are now including those four as well in that cryptocurrency index. Correct. John Deaton also tweeted, "This is this time." The SEC was contesting all XRP securities 2 years ago, in June 2023, even if they were purchased separately from Ripple. This included buying exchanges like Coinbase, Crack, Gemini, and Uphold. And this occurs 2 years later. Correct. In this case, XRP has been contributing to the US Cryptocurrency Settlement Price Index. On the Nasdaq, exactly. Once more, this is a significant step. This explains why the SEC is new, doesn't it? Additionally, a single XRP Cardano in a basket fund has been approved according to another SEC filing. Correct. Thus, this is an extremely intriguing circumstance. The following text appears in grayscale with the hashtags ETF, hashtags, Crypto Index ETF. Correct. This is mostly a Bitcoin, so it will be fascinating to watch again. Even still, XRP remains in the fund at 80%. Therefore, it's possible that we'll see an increasing number of these ETFs in the future.